Hello and good evening. As you can probably see, I'm on the bike again. I think it was my last video, which was some time ago now, apologies, where I said I haven't seen any sunflowers yet this year, and I still haven't. However, I did stumble across a photo on Flickr from a very good local photographer. He has no idea who I am, so yeah, I will put the link below so you can see his work. It's very, very good. But we're off to check it out. It's about a 30-minute ride. Let's go and see if I can find that shot, that elusive shot. I will get it. Oh yes. Change your mind. Let's go this way. I have to say, I'm really hoping that this photo was recent and not from a month or so ago and all the sunflowers are dead. But that's the risk you take, I suppose. I mean, I could have messaged this photographer, but I didn't. So, fingers crossed. So the weather is definitely cloudier than forecast, so hopefully I won't get wet. And my bike is, well, not in the best state, shall we say. So hopefully I won't get wet, and hopefully my bike won't try and kill me. I'm probably more confident of not getting wet. Oh, had to stop for a little breather. Oh, it's so hot. It's 6:30 at night and it's about 29-30 degrees, and I am not made for this. Oh, this is miserable. Hopefully find a nice scene to stop at and find a nice photograph. That would be nice. Got about an hour and 3/4 till sunset, so plenty of time. We're about 20 minutes away. I have gone further than 10 minutes. I've just gone the long way around for some strange reason. But yeah, lots to be seen, so I'm going to get going. I died. The sky to the west isn't looking, well, terminal. There's possibility. Not too much thick cloud at the horizon. Sunset verdict so far? Possible. I'm hopeful. But other than the heat and my lack of fitness, it's lovely to be out. Well, so far tonight it's been a photography video with, well, no photography. Let's hope that changes. As in my last video, it is beautiful around here, but subjects, not many to come by. But we'll keep going. So a bit of a change of plan. I'm thinking with the really dark skies in the opposite direction of the sun, I might be able to get a really dark background behind the sunflowers and hopefully get some of the sun's light casting on the front of them. Have a nice contrasty shot. I'm about 15 minutes away from the sunflowers still, where I hope the sunflowers are anyway. It's going to be one rubbish video otherwise. But I'm going to head there straight away, have a look, a bit of scouting. I've still got quite a long time till sunset, so then I might explore the local area around there. But yes, to the hopeful sunflowers. Oh, come on, I think you let me down here. quite liking this just here. Just a few leaves catching the sun. I think it's going to be a pretty shoddy composition, but if the shot's any good, here it is. Don't be like me. If you've done some astrophotography last time out, don't forget to change your settings back. As you can imagine, ISO 800 30-second exposure was not coming out great for this shot, so let's try that again. Okay, I think the sun has gone behind the clouds, so yeah, let's get going to the sunflowers. I'm going to be really disappointed if there aren't any. So, come on. So there's absolutely rubbish when it comes to taking, whoa, that's a low branch. Absolutely rubbish when it comes to taking photos in the forest. Definitely a skill I don't have. But you try it anyway. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, look, sunflowers. Looking very dead, sunflowers. Sunflowers. Look at the sky behind, okay. I mean, most of these sunflowers are dead. If behind's anything to go by, I might be a week or two too late. Yeah, oh, gutted. I'm not where I need to be yet, so there's still a bit of hope, but yeah, behind me was a big field of sunflowers and there's probably yellow left on maybe 20% of them, so I am not feeling very optimistic right now, but I'm liking the sky behind me, so let's see if there's an image here. Oh, so disappointed. There was a whole field of sunflowers here and I didn't know about it until it's too late. Oh. Well, we'll go and check out the other field anyway, but I can't see where, well, it's at the end of this road, so I can't see why the conditions are going to be any different there, but drat. Well, I'm going to stay around till sunset regardless, but I guess I need to find another subject. What can you do? What can you do? Try again next year. Okay, so I was going to say we're approaching the moment of truth, but I think we've had that. Is there anything left to photograph? Oh, nothing at all. These look pretty much dead as well. A bit more yellow maybe. No, this might be a bit better. Definitely not peak, but that definitely looks better than the last field. Hope is back. Okay, so we've got some struggling and some dying going on, but there is definitely some sunflowers looking, well, sunflowerish. Not sure about the telegraph poles of the composition, but I'm not going to worry about that. Sunflowers! I'm happy either way, but I will admit, these telephone lines make it really, really difficult. They are in completely the wrong place. But never mind. I'm happy. Found some flowers. This is the second video I think this year I've done taking photos of flowers. That's a turn up for the books. So I really can't figure out why 2 minutes away by bike they're pretty much all dead, and here they're, well, dying. Just starting to die on the whole, but in much better health than they were just over there. Who knew? That does not sound healthy. I've briefly come back to the more dead sunflowers. The sunflowers are nowhere near as nice, but there is light and sun behind, so I've got to make that choice. Better sunflowers or better light? And what I'm really hoping for is the clouds catching. If the clouds catch, back over there, we've got shots and shots and shots, but guess we'll find out. Yep, just swallowed a fly. I am really struggling to find a composition. Unfortunately, while the sunflowers are good, there's very little in terms of composition, and vice versa. So I'm running out of time. The sun is setting. As I say, my hope is for the sky, the clouds to light up, but other than that, I think going home fairly empty-handed. There are quite a lot of sunflowers looking really good around here still, as you can see. Problem, light, 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 light. Isn't this the way? You find the subject and then the background is, well, ugly forest. Oh well, we'll see, but I reckon we've got 10-15 minutes till we find out if anything is going to light up. Fingers crossed, it's been a while. Well, while I wait for the light to do whatever it's going to do, it's been about 4 or 5 weeks since my last video. Part of that weather, we've had some bad weather and then crazy hot weather like today, which has not made coming out very appealing. Been a little bit under the weather, time, and then losing a memory card. I was up at Lunarsee and in the Vorarlberg region of Austria last week, recorded 3 days of video and got home and found out that I'd somehow lost the memory card out the GoPro. So all the photos are safe and secure. So if you're interested in those, I will be putting them on my Instagram in the coming weeks. There's some really lovely photos from an absolutely spectacular location. But yes, sadly, no video. So very disappointing, but what can you do? I'm out here now and fingers crossed, praying, hoping for some light. Oh, okay. Where do I even start? So, as you can see, no light, but that was not the big issue I've just gone through. I was flying my drone out here and I think it ran out of battery and plunged it deep right in the middle of this huge sunflower field. Quickly ran into it, quickly selected DJI to find my drone, but it was telling me one way, then another way, then another direction. So absolutely useless. So I've just walked through, wow, probably half a kilometre, maybe more, of very, very deep and thick sunflower field. I'm less keen on sunflowers these days. Unfortunately, as you can imagine, I did not find my drone. So I think tonight we can call a complete and utter loss. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. There's some photos, hopefully 1 or 2 of them were good. Thought I had some good drone footage tonight, but we'll never find out. But yeah, so bad night all round, I think it's fair to say. But I hope it was an entertaining video. I've got to go and get home another half an hour. It's definitely very dark by the time I get home, but as you can imagine, that's not my biggest concern at the moment. So yeah, these things happen, I'm going to go home, get a shower, probably get a beer, and I'll probably see you in the office very shortly. Well, that was a very expensive night's photography. Definitely not the ending I hoped for, but these things happen. It's now a few days later, and yes, still a little bit gutted about losing my drone, especially in the fashion I did. Really annoyed I didn't get any beeps from DJI. In the end, I didn't monitor the battery close enough, but it does normally beep, so I'm not sure why it didn't on this occasion. All that said, I did actually get a few photos I'm quite happy with, so there's something at least. So let's have a look at those. So here's the first one I like. Now, admittedly, the subject sunflower is not the prettiest. Like a lot of these photos, had I been there a week or 2 before, they would definitely have been better. But you saw from the video, getting something was better than getting nothing. So I liked the fact that I could use the sunflower close to me to give a little bit of depth by blurring it. It's probably not as symmetrical as I'd hoped, and there's definitely some horrible distractions on the left. But I think I was thinking in the right way, and for me that's probably a big hurdle to overcome. Next up with this one, and this is probably my favourite shot of the evening. I really like the way that the sun is illuminating the yellow petals of the sunflowers. Again, there's a few ugly dead sunflowers in there, but not much I could do about that. But overall, I think this is quite a nice image. I'm quite happy with this one. Really like this one. Feels a little bit cheeky with the sunflower hiding behind the leaf in the foreground. The out of focus background is a bit ugly. I think that is a shortcoming of my lens. I love my lens, but in the end, it's not a lens that's perfect at everything like most of them. But yeah, I really like the image. I quite like the
the bright petals on the main subject sunflower, and I even quite like that sunflower off to the right, just giving it a little bit more balance. Next up is this one. Now, definitely not the best image. You know, lots of dead sunflowers in there. It doesn't really have a foreground particularly, but I suppose I like this image because it reflected the evening. Lots of dead sunflowers, not perfect. I suppose what it really needs is a drone falling from the sky to really sum up the evening. But yeah, it's not a great image, but it reminds me of the evening, and I think there's something to be said for that. And then last up is this one, almost like the twins. I wish that leaf wasn't protruding out the left side of the back sunflower, but yeah, I don't know. It feels like, again, it has a little bit of character. It's not the greatest image in the world, but I wasn't dealing with the greatest conditions, the greatest subject, and I'm quite happy with what I got from this. So that was my rather expensive and not overly successful evening. That said, I'm fairly happy with a few of the images I got. Do let me know in the comments below if there's any of the images you particularly like. I will certainly be trying to improve these images next year. Hopefully my timing for the less deadness of the sunflowers is better, and hopefully my success everywhere else is better next year. Will I replace my drone? I'm not sure. Probably. If it was just for stills, I don't think I would. I don't think I've got full use out of the stills over the last 2.5 years. That's mainly my fault. The Mini 2 is a fantastic little drone, but I do think it gives me something extra for these YouTube videos. It gives me the ability to tell the story a bit better and hopefully convey a bit more context of where I am and get some unique footage. So possibly, probably, who knows, but yes, most likely. It won't be in the next 2, 3, 4 months, I wouldn't expect. So the rest of the year, realistically, is probably going to be without drone footage, unfortunately, so hopefully I can make up with it with some other areas. We'll see. But if you did enjoy the video, please do give me a like. Please give me something out of this video. It was not an easy one to make after what happened, but I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know if you think I should get another drone or not. Yeah, to be decided. We shall see. But thank you very, very much for watching as always, and until next time, I'll see you then.